What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, comedian, actor, radio personality, Shed G, and welcome to In the Know with Broken Bow, where we focus on Broken Bow and also surrounding cities, where we're giving you the information and also dealing with entertainment, dealing with just the cabins, just dealing with everything that we can incorporate to hopefully bring other people and see Broken Bow in the other city, which I always forget how to pronounce. But ladies and gentlemen, our first guest ever is the mayor of that city, which I'm going to have her tell me how to pronounce. Make some noise right now for Miss Dian Jordan. Hello, Miss Jordan. How are you?
Hello. Thank you, Shed. I'm good.
All right, that is good. Now, okay, Miss Jordan, I love your last name, by the way.
Thank you.
Miss Jordan. Mm-hmm. So,
my daddy gave it to me.
Okay, that's good. I'm a junior, so that's good too. Now, how do you say that city? That's the best thing about this this show is coming from an individual who's not from here. So we're trying to give insight on what the customer, the consumer views Broken Bow and the city that you're the mayor of. What is the name?
Hochatown.
Hochatown. That's
Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach.
Hochatown. Hochatown. Okay. Now, how long have you been the mayor?
About a year at this January of 2024.
Okay. Now, did you always want to be a mayor? Is that something you always wanted to be?
Oh, no, I never intended to be the mayor. Mm-hmm. What happened was Hochatown has been around for 200 years.
Oh, okay.
As an unincorporated little village that started after the Trail of Tears with the clan of Hocha, Choctaws, that moved into the river valley. Well, in the last few years, Hochatown has really become known in different areas for cabins and tourism. Mm-hmm. And people started calling, reporters and podcasters started calling saying, what's going on? And people say, well, who should I talk to? Well, I don't know. There is nobody to talk to. There's no staff. There's no town hall. Mm-hmm. And they go, well, why don't you just call Diane? Well, who's she? Well, I don't know. She's like the unofficial mayor. Mm-hmm. Well, somebody printed that, and it was a lost cause after that.
And you became mayor.
And I became the mayor once we finally incorporated a year ago this past November.
Well, everybody make some noise for the appointed mayor. Make some noise for the appointed mayor. That's good. That is good. Now, when did the city become a destination for luxury cabins and different things?
I was talking to my brother last night, and it really began in the mid-'90s. And that was when him and his partner, Charlie Reed, who they've been in this area forever. In fact, Charlie's wife, Voga, was born here in Hochatown. They went to the utility company and said, hey, we want to put some underground utilities in, make something nice. Well, they'd never heard of underground utilities before and covenants and restrictions. And so the first quality subdivisions began in the 1990s. Everybody loved it. Central heat and air, a hot tub, a fireplace. It was great. And that's really what started the luxury cabin business all those decades ago.
So that's pretty cool. Now, when I think of Hochatown, the name really doesn't make me, I'm originally from Denver, came in from Minneapolis. I've toured, I've done so many things. And Hochatown is a pretty cool name, but what can I put with it? What are some new local attractions or different things that someone like me who's never been here can look forward to?
2024 will probably be the biggest year that those of us at our age will ever see in our lives. Two big things are happening. In April of 2024, the total solar eclipse is happening right here. This is the only county in the state of Oklahoma where you're going to see 4 minutes of total darkness in the middle of the day.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. We're expecting between 30, 50, 100,000 people. We don't know. But this will be the place to be.
Right, so the cabins need to fill up.
They need to be full, and you better have your reservation now.
Okay, all right.
So that's one big thing that's happening, and it's a one-time event. The other big thing that's happening is the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma has spent, $168 million to participate in being a part of the Hochatown community, which was originally a Choctaw settlement. I mean, it makes sense that they're building a Choctaw Landing, which is an all-inclusive resort. It'll have a grocery store. I'm most excited about having a grocery store. We're a food desert here. 10 miles to the nearest grocery store. So they're going to put in a grocery store, a gas station where the gas pumps will work. I'm excited about gas pumps that work. They're going to have a coffee shop, a casino, outdoor adventure, venues for things and activities, music, concerts. They're going to have a lot of cultural activities where people can see the Native American culture that the Choctaws have brought with them. Their artisans will be there. Several restaurants. That's phase one.
Wow. So there's a whole bunch of different phases.
And so I'm sure there will be multiple phases to come after that. But that's probably the most exciting thing, is to bring that entertainment venue. People come up here, they love to be in the trees. They love to see the nature. But then they want to go to a concert, throw a little bit of dice, and have a good time.
Now, I'm glad you said that. Now, being me, like being here, I'm a nature guy. Like I told you, I'm from Denver, Colorado. We love the mountains. And I was in Minneapolis for 7 years doing radio, and so that means I love the lakes. So put those together, I feel that's what Broken Bow is. Now, knowing that, with me coming in, what can you recommend for me, like some of your favorites, for me to go see or for me to do here in your city?
Well, when we finish today, because it's raining, I'm going hiking.
Oh.
There's some waterfalls. We have over 6,000 acres of U.S. Forest Service. There's Weyerhaeuser Pine Plantations, which is the second largest private land ownership in the U.S. So if you come for nature, this is it. We've got the mountains. We do have a lot of people that actually have sold their cabins in Colorado. And we always ask, why? Why are you here? And they go, it's closer to Dallas. It's closer for them.
Right.
And it's like, well, we have the mountains, not quite as big, without the snow, but it's nature. 3 hours from Dallas, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Little Rock, this little enclave here is full of nature, and that's what people want to see. We've had kids look up and go, stars? With a question mark. They had never seen stars before.
Right. This is a best kept secret. First time I was here, we drove down. I was like, man, we're already here. So I'm used to having to travel so long and travel so far. And just like you said, man, I just think it's going to be major with all of the phase one that you have coming in, and just making it a place to where we can have a destination. And I like to call it staycation. So we're going to do everything we can to promote you, your city, Broken Bow, Hochatown, and just everything that you have coming on. So before we leave here, okay? Before we leave here, I like to do this thing called This or That. Okay? And you have
I'm in for this or that.
There it is. You have to pick one or the other.
Okay.
Okay? Number one, hot or cold?
Hot.
You like hot. So you like the summer more so than, okay, that's good. You want a beach or the mountains?
Mountain.
Mountains. Okay. Now, is that because I like to hear that, because I like the mountains also, because you're just out there.
It's green.
Okay.
It's green and they're quiet.
Okay.
And you can go out by yourself.
Okay. I love it. Okay. Little House on the Prairie or Golden Girls?
Little House on the Prairie.
Ah, good job. Good job. I love that too. I love Little House on the Prairie. Also, last but not least, Aliens or Bigfoot?
Oh, Bigfoot. He lives here.
Oh, he lives. So he really lives. So
oh, absolutely. There's a Bigfoot festival every year.
Okay. See, that was something I didn't know.
Oh, yes.
About. Are there any Bigfoot sightings here?
Oh, multiple. The more moonshine you drink, the more sightings there are.
Okay. We're about to. If anybody wanted to, how can they look up for the city? Is there a website or anything that they can go to?
Hochatown.gov, HOCHATOWN, Hochatown.gov.
Okay.
Or they can look for me on Facebook, Hochatown.
Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this first episode. Now that I found out there's real Bigfoot here, I don't want to be too loud, because I really need to get back to Dallas, so I got to go film a movie. But I really appreciate everything that you've done for us, Miss Jordan.
Thank you for letting me be here today.
Okay. Is it okay? I can talk loud. When do they come out during the day? No. They don't? All right, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Miss Jordan. Make some noise for Miss Jordan. And we really appreciate everything that you have done, and just coming by and being the first guest on the first episode on In the Know with Broken Bow. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, clap for her again. Miss Jordan. We'll be right back. And before we do, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at our featured cabin for this episode. We would like to thank Lat and Josh Dorfman, the owners of the Shire Cabin in Hochatown, Oklahoma. I really loved staying there. Some of the key features that it had was it slept 12 guests, 3 king bedrooms, 1 bunk room with 6 beds, and 3.5 baths. The amenities was awesome. They had a fire pit, spa, patio, an upstairs deck, a hobbit house, and I don't even know what that was until I was there. Swings, fire pit, and it was close to a river. If you're looking for a nice cabin to rent, the Shires will be the one for you. Today's episode, we are focusing on business owners and different things in the city here, so that if you own a cabin or if you want to own something or you're just trying to connect so that you can get things done in the city, we're going to try to connect you with the right people. So this married couple has been married for over 15 years and doing a lot of great things in the area. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all make some noise for the Ameses. Make some noise for the Ameses. The Ameses. It's Phillip and Audrey Ames, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, welcome to the city and welcome to the show. Well, really, welcome me to the city. I'm the only one. I ain't been here. How long have y'all been affiliated with Broken Bow?
Altogether, I guess, what is it now, 8-9 years?
9 years, yeah. Actually, this end of this month, it'll be 9 years.
9 years.
We had our first
That's
cabin up
awesome.
here, yes.
That is awesome. So let's talk about what made you come here and start your business. And what made you come here and start the business, and inform us on what business owners that you are?
Well, I've been in the pool and spa business since I was almost really just a kid, really a teenager, and have been in the pool and spa business ever since, really. And I started off, I was actually, we'd come down here 10 years ago, 11 years ago, and I was actually selling down here to pool and spa people through my previous big corporation that I worked for, in Pool Corp. Mm-hmm. And we lost our dog that day, and I had a place booked. And I said, well, let's just get out of here. And our dogs are our babies. And so we came down here, and we kind of fell in love with the place, and we started building cabins here about that time. And we haven't looked back since, really.
Right. So that's kind of cool. And Audrey, what is your take on the situation of being here in Broken Bow? And, the husband always says there's 2 sides to every story. What is your side?
Well, we came down here, like you said, it was actually my birthday trip. We almost canceled, didn't come because our dog had passed away. But we came down here, and Broken Bow, Hochatown was the first place we actually were able to relax. And so we fell in love with the place. And it was before this place had boomed. And so we were like, well, let's just get a little cabin. We'll have a place to go to get away. I'm actually a dental hygienist. That's what dentistry's been my passion. It's all I've known my whole life. So we bought a piece of property that turned into building more and more cabins. I enjoyed the decorating and doing that, working with the guests, and it just kind of took off. And then we had some opportunities come up to buy some property here and do the commercial side of things and open up a couple businesses. So.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Audrey's birthday that brought him here. Make some noise for Audrey's birthday. It's because of Audrey's birthday we now have the Ameses in the city. Now let's talk about the businesses that you own and what you do.
We own a couple here. Obviously, one is the pool and spa business, Arklahoma, spas and outdoors. Been in just been in the outdoor business and pool and spa business the whole life, and we started that, and really, I'd worked 20 years for the corporation and was really just doing something on the side since we were here all the time building cabins, and so it just kind of started off in a little office building that we actually own now, and I thought, hey, I'll sell a couple of spas here and there, and hopefully I grew up a reputation of treating people right, and so I couldn't stay in corporate life anymore, and we went just started full time, really, with me full time. I begged her to come on full time,
right.
Audrey full time
Right.
later on.
Right. But she was like, no, I like making people smile.
I got a call at work that I was needed, and I pretty much just dropped everything I knew, and
Right.
I know that I believe in him, and he's done an excellent job, and this is his passion, and I've been very, very blessed to have him put up with me helping.
That's good. So there's a lot of times there's a lot of companies that do the same thing, and especially in a small city like this. So they offer a lot. Now, the one thing that I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think what sets you apart, like I was going to ask you the question, what sets you apart from anybody else, but I'm going to answer that because a lot of times that people don't know, we have conversations off of the camera where we just talk, get to know each other. And one of the things that I thought was great, which I'm going to answer, but you can elaborate on it, is the fact that you have been building pools and hot tubs since you was a teenager. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. And I told him, I said, my dad usually just had me cut the grass and rake the leaves. You were how was that for you so young? And did that really play a role in you doing what you do now?
Well, when I was a teenager doing it in 100-degree heat, and I said, I'll never do this ever again once. I never went on to play college football in college, and then I'd come back during the college break and go back to building pools with really it was my family. They took me and raised me and my family out in Fort Smith and Fayetteville, and I never wanted to do it once I stepped out of there, and then he got me a job with a company called Pool Corp, and basically my father figure, and I thought, well, I'll never, I'll do this for a little bit and be out of the pool business and go to coaching football or something, and I went on with the company. It was very young, and we grew tremendously, and so yes, I guess what would separate me apart was it's in my blood. It's in the family. What I say, it's the family business because most of my family's been in it, and so I would just our experience. We try to do things a professional way. I learned that through other experiences in the pool business and manufacturing and distribution. But we try to be professional. We try to we do a lot of other things besides just pool and spa here. I have an awesome group of people that work for us, and couldn't do it without them. And they're probably the most talented. I think they're most talented. I have the most talented group of people in town. I feel that way. So we do everything from building the whole deck up. We can build the whole deck up. Where we go to school. All my employees are educated every year. Mm-hmm. We go to class in Las Vegas or New Orleans, and so we go to industry shows, and so I make everybody stay educated in the business, and so that's what I would say separates us.
And I think too, like we've had experience as cabin owners ourselves, having issues with contractors, and we can see both sides of things. So we try to do everything right. We're licensed, we're insured. All our guys on staff that we employ full time, and girls, I need to say now too. But like Phil was saying, we keep them up to date and current on their certifications, their licensure. It's just not a fly by night. Hey, we can work on a hot tub, or we can sell you something because it's something we can make a little bit of money on. No, we genuinely care, and we invest ourselves and our lives into helping people have a better experience and have quality products and services too.
So I grew up with a hot tub in the back. My dad has one still in Arizona. And one of the things that he struggled with is the after effect of once you get a hot tub, the upkeep and just different things. Do y'all offer anything that can help someone, a business owner or anybody that has a hot tub in this area?
Yeah, absolutely. We invite people to come to our showroom and to our store. We can do a little education for them in our showroom. Complete chemical setups where we can show them how each chemical does what, and then our plan is early this spring we're going to have a pool and spa education.
Oh.
And so so we're going to educate people. We want to get them into our store, let them know what we're all about, and then we're going to have a soon to be announced date on the education side of cleaning a spa, taking care of the spa, water chemistry, and little bonuses things that are coming up as well.
See that, Dad? I'm going to have to fly you down here or here up. I don't know. So you can come and deal with this. I'm sick of looking like soup in your hot tub, like seasonings, and I'm just meat in your soup. That's dope. So I really appreciate that.
And we keep, we have parts, we have filters, because those have to be changed out, especially with short-term rentals, chemical supplies, stock like that for the management companies, for the cleaners, and for the owners too, is all available at our store.
So owning the spa, the indoor-outdoor pool and spa is great. Now, what other business, because you mentioned that, you say you own other businesses and different things. What other businesses do you own? Go.
Well, we have our cabin business, Ames Luxury Cabins. And that was really how we got started up here. And then the pool and spa business brought on the owner that we were actually renting from up here decided they wanted to move and sell, and so they let us know, and I called Audrey up and I said, we can buy the building, but we got to buy another business with it, and so we bought Mountain Man Meat Market, and a lot of I think it's always had a pretty good name. But I think Audrey excelled the business. She helped bring in some different vendors, and she knows how to make a store look good, and it just kept growing and growing and growing. But that couldn't be done. I tell everybody Audrey owns that business. I don't know.
I kind of begged for it too. We used to go in there when we would come up here to stay at our cabins and just on vacation and stuff, and we always liked it. It was just a neat little store. And he was like, we don't know anything about grocery meat market, anything like that. And so I was like, it'll be fun. And then I was like, yeah, we'll make it work. And meanwhile, I'm cleaning teeth full time. So,
right.
It's 3.5 hours away trying to run a business. But it's been fun. It's been learning. And we've been, again, very, very blessed to have the right people. We've hired on Chef Phil, who's our executive chef. He's done an outstanding job, is leading the catering side of things now. And then we have our full-time chef, Chef Jessica, who is got an amazing technique on smoking meats and doing things like that. But she's also a pastry chef, too. So she's kind of incorporated just a different side of things. So we try to make it where everyone can stop in and have a nice steak, nice bottle of wine, local beers, local wines, and then also treats, desserts, just little novelty things that you're not going to find at every grocery store, around here.
That's pretty dope. So you put your own twist on it.
Yes.
So, so you put your own, like, see, I commend you, because if it would have been me, they'd be like, come get this Spam, this Vinny sausage, whatever it is, Vienna your sausages. We'll have the city. How you say the city? Hochatown sausages. It'd have been everything of the nature. So congratulations on that. Now, you came down here and you stated that you always done that. You would come down for vacation. Now, I had to look up and see the 3 cities that is involved. So Hochatown, Broken Bow, and Beavers Bend area. Okay? So you're affiliated with all those areas. Now, someone like me, and the other viewers that's going to be watching this all over the globe, what is so unique about all 3 of these places that we should come and visit and make it a vacation destination for ourselves?
I think it's just a beautiful area. You've got the state park here, you've got the lake, you've got all the local wineries and breweries that are just so fun to go around to, and the hiking trails, the Mountain Man Meat Market, and you get to enjoy a hot tub at your cabin.
I'd say it's people. For such a small area, we have a very, very unique and talented people in the area, and a lot of the businesses are. It's a joy to go into, and so if you come to visit, I feel like you always get no matter where you go, any of the businesses, you get a friendly welcome. They love to see you here. Our tourism brings us our business, so we're excited to see you come. But you know, we have a very, like I said, we have a very talented bunch of people here that really I don't even know if they know how talented they are, and that's always that makes the area is its people.
Okay, now before we get up out of here, can you let the audience know where they can follow you or contact you, or do you have a website or anything if they want to look into any of the things that you have going, from your cabins to your meats to your to your pastries to your teeth, whatever it is that you are marketing, where they can be involved?
Well, the main, I mean, you can always stop by our store, which is right as you're coming into town. Mountain Maine Meat Market and Arklahoma Spas and Outdoors are in the same building, right next to each other, right off the main entryway into Hochatown. You can follow us on social media, on Facebook. Each of our businesses have their own page, Mountain Maine Meat Market and Arklahoma Spas and Outdoors. And then let me get my handy notes, because I'm not good with all that social media stuff. Let me see if I can read our marketing person's chicken scratch here for Instagram. Arklahoma _spas _ outdoors is the Instagram link. And then Mountain Man Meat is for the meat market.
Well, that's going to be good because of his chicken scratch. We're going to have the label right up under the video, so they'll be able to see that. Now, before we go, one last thing. You mentioned Arklahoma. What is that?
He came up with that name, and I think it's really cool. We get a lot of questions about that.
I actually come up with that through my good friend Jerry Jones.
Wait a minute.
Hang on.
No, you just don't. You talking about Dallas Cowboy Jerry Jones?
He had a business in Arkansas, because he's an Arkansas guy.
We're Arkansas.
We're in Arkansas. And so he had I was listening to his documentary and stuff, and of course I know people that know him, but I don't know him. But he had an oil business and stuff. It's called Arklahoma. And so I kind of stole some of that. And I was like, one day I'd like to be Jerry Jones, so I'm going to steal half of his name. And
right.
So I come up with that really, and then of course we're from Arkansas instead of Texas where he went. We went to Oklahoma, so we called it Arklahoma. And then the law falls into, that's where most of my pool business grew from, was through our corporation down in Louisiana, so Arklahoma.
Oh,
so
okay. Well, I got it now. You almost had me when you was like, yeah, my good friend Jerry Jones. I was like, oh, okay. Now, speaking of that, before we get out of here, there's this thing that we like doing with all of our guests, and I say all of our guests, and you're the second one, so that's how I'm doing it. One thing we like doing with our guests is called This or That, where y'all answer either one. It's just one. You can't say both or name anything. You have to answer either one, okay? So we'll be able to do that. Hot or cold? What do you like weather? Is it hot or cold? Hot?
Cold.
Cold. Okay, so y'all got one of those beds that divide in temperatures.
Yes.
All
I have to learn to adapt.
Right, you have to learn to adapt. Okay, night out or movie in?
Movie in.
Yeah. The more married we are, movie in, yes.
Okay. Okay. Let me ask you this, Jerry Jones friend. Jerry Jones friend, would you rather have C.D. Lamb or Dez Bryant?
C.D. Lamb.
C.D. Lamb. Yeah. Okay, let me ask you one more. Tony Romo or Dak Prescott?
It's probably what time period, but probably Tony Romo right now.
Okay, Tony Romo.
Unless we win a playoff game, then I'm going back to.
Okay. Well, apparently you're gonna be sticking with Tony Romo. Last question for both of you: aliens or Bigfoot?
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Oh, Bigfoot, of course.
Yes. Bigfoot. Why? Why Bigfoot?
Hochatown's full of Bigfoots.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the second time I heard. Like,
We
real
got
big. Are y'all
sightings.
for real, or is this a myth?
There's the Bigfoot Festival.
All right.
And then, we've got Bigfoot running around here coming under the store?
Well, I know there's one festival every year that I call Bigfoot, and that's the NBA because they're tall. Now, it's a real Bigfoot fest. Have y'all actually really seen? Now, look, people be messing with me. That's one thing I'm a tough, strong guy, but these myths about Bigfoot is scary for me because I like the woods.
Well, we've had sightings in a few hot tubs around here. We can have Terrence pull up some social media. Pictures
so
of
Bigfoot
that.
be in a hot tub.
Yeah.
Right? That's what you're trying
And
to tell
down
me.
at the meat market with some tomahawks. Yep.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. The myth is still out, and it's like, is there really a Bigfoot here in this area? I have been your host. My name is Shed G. Please make some noise right now, one more time, for our guest, the Ameses. Everybody, clap for the Ameses. Clap for the Ameses, where they have hot tub, outdoor spa, and meat. Cut!